Everything you think matters in life is actually worthless compared to one thing, and 4 ancient stories prove it. Nehemiah stood before the most powerful king on earth and risked execution to rebuild a pile of rubble. Why would anyone gamble their life for broken walls? The Jewish exiles sat by rivers in Babylon weeping for a city they'd never seen again. Paul threw away his PhD in religious studies and called it garbage. Jesus told people to abandon their families and follow him immediately. These seem like 4 completely unrelated stories until you realize they're all describing the same radical choice. Nehemiah wasn't rebuilding buildings. He was restoring connection to the divine presence that once filled that city. The exiles weren't just homesick. They were spiritually displaced, aching for the place where heaven touched earth. Paul wasn't having a midlife crisis. He discovered that knowing Christ personally made his impressive resume feel like trash. Jesus wasn't being cruel. He was revealing that half-hearted commitment is actually no commitment at all. Here's the pattern that emerges across centuries. When people encounter genuine divine presence, everything else gets instantly reorganized. Career achievements, family approval, financial security, social status, they all become background noise compared to this one transcendent reality. Nehemiah rebuilt because being separated from God's presence was unbearable. The exiles wept because they understood what they'd lost. Paul counted everything as lost because he found something infinitely better. Jesus demanded total commitment because partial devotion misses the point entirely. The uncomfortable truth is that most of us are living for things that these people discovered were ultimately meaningless. They found something worth abandoning everything else for. The question isn't whether this is true. It's whether you're ready to let this realization completely rearrange your priorities.